when you think of transatlantic flight, you probably think of this. But not this. Because the stats of this plane aren't exactly meant for transatlantic flight. But when did that stop us? Alright, let's get this thing turned on. Get the electric master and avionics master. Now, you might wonder why I'm torturing myself. I myself do not know. But that's for us to figure out today anyway. Playing it on screen post editing me of the entire route. But I'm gonna go ahead and get IFR clearance here. This is Echo India Alpha Charlie 15 with you. We have information Charlie. Request IFR clearance to Ponta Delgado, please.
Echo India Alpha Charlie 15. Tower, hello. Information Charlie QNH 1017. Clear to Ponta Delgado. Seafog 1 November departure. Squawk 20.
Clear to Ponta Delgado. Seafog 1 November departure. We go QNH 1017 and Squawk 2042. Echo India Alpha Charlie 15. Clearance is sorted, the route is programmed, and now there's nothing left to really do but actually go. And considering this is the easy part of the journey, I'm already slightly concerned. And we're good for taxi, mainly considering, well, it's not like there's a controller anymore. During this taxi is when I'd like to talk to you about what this channel is. Welcome to Off Route as well, the initial video. If you may know me from another channel, I had another flight sim channel, but if you know it, you know it. If you don't, it's for you to figure out. Lisbon traffic, echoing Alpha Charlie 15, following up and departing runway 02 Lisbon. There we are. You know, compared to our size, you know, the runway's kind of giant. But I will. And let's full send it. Steady now. Okay, my rudder pedals are being themselves. Come on, just gently. Maybe not to go at B1. Whoa, 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 okay, up. There we are. Bus revenue gear up. Don't know why I'd think caution, we are airborne. Okay. Oh, we've already got up a head tracker on. What a city. There we go. Look around. I don't want to keep climbing anyway. And we're airborne. So far, everything is going pretty much as planned, which is honestly a bit surprising. We've got a long way to go though before we even reach the Azores, but for now, the DA-62 seems pretty chill. The real test is going to come later. Once we reach the Azores, we're going to have to cross around 100 miles of the Atlantic, with absolutely nowhere to land if something goes wrong. But, you know, that's a problem for future me. And we've made it to cruise. So now we have to go ahead and lower our power here to around 45%. Can you just get that 45 or near enough? 45? Perfect. The reason I have to do this is because fuel. That is our biggest concern. Which will become a common theme throughout the entire video. And we'll go into that more in detail. But you might be wondering, okay, we're in cruise. How long to get there? Maybe, what, 2-3 hours? It's going to take a staggering 6 hours and 10 minutes from our current location. Is that a lot? Yeah, that's a bit. But when has that ever harmed me? When has my mental state ever been stable to begin with? Maybe I'll give hour updates, what happened each hour of the flight, if anything interesting did. Until then, I'll see us on descent, or, you know, I run out of fuel. Status update 1. We are now leaving mainland Portugal, and we had nothing but ocean from here on out. Status update 2. Water. Status update 3. Boat. I'm aware it's very interesting. Status update 4. My windscreen has so much short that I may as well just be flying in LIFR conditions at this point. Status update 5. Noticed we're running low on fuel, almost panicked but realised I had lots more in the auxiliary tank, so we went ahead and moved that over. Status update 6. Still nothing more than just open ocean. We're going to be here for a... Oh wait, no, there's the Azores. Welcome back, everyone. We are now approaching up on Ponta Delgada. I'm surprised we even made it, to be honest. What I probably should do is we did reach top of descent. I'm going to go ahead and lower this now down to 5,000 feet. We're going to descend to that. We'll go 1,000 feet from there. We are now coming in to Ponta Delgada, the first leg of our journey. You know, something tells me that's not supposed to look like that. No, that's definitely not supposed to look like that. I'm going to assume that's a glitch. It's only here, so it doesn't really harm me in any way, shape, or form, so sure, I guess. Worst case scenario here, I have to hand fly it in. Considering I might have set up the RNAV wrong. We're having some technical difficulties, but that should be no issue. I hope. Ponta Delgada Tower, this is Echo India Charlie 15. We're on the RNAV runway 1.
Echo India Alpha Charlie 15, Ponta Delgada Tower, welcome. Wind 200 degrees, 9 knots, runway 12, cleared to land, vacate to the right.
12 to the land, will vacate right. Echo India Alpha Charlie 15. Okay, why is it right? There oh, okay, yeah, that's just, yeah, generally. Okay.
There is 163, you can rejoin the approach via Neatheat. The reason for the cancellation was traffic in front.
See again, please, red 163.
There is 163, reason for the cancellation was traffic in front. You can rejoin the approach via Neatheat.
Via Neatheat, as a red 163.
Ray. My god. I almost toppled.
Red 163.
That's leg 1 complete now, guys. You have 2 more to go. Ooh. Okay. First leg done. Right, let's get our fuels back up. Get the flight plan. We're heading over. So I'm not going to dwell on this part long. It'll just be a quick summary and maybe a little bit of a time lapse. Because we all know what you're really here for. The main stretch. Okay, now, as some of you, may know, just, looking around. Sharp head turn. But anyways, we're not at the same location. It's a bit darker. That's because I had to log off. I know. Pity. Boo me. But I had to have dinner. But it's okay. We're back now. We're going to do the next leg into Corvo. I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. Let me double check. Oh my god, plane taking off. That's kind of busy. Well, not really busy. It's just this guy on the top. Look at that. Look at him kicking up the water. On route.
Echo India Alpha Charlie
Airport
15.
1.
Echo India Alpha Charlie 15, wind 200 degrees, 8 knots, runway 12, cleared for takeoff. Caution, possible wake turbulence. Have a safe flight, goodbye.
Runway 12, clear for takeoff. We'll be careful of the wake turbulence. Second, Flight 15. Thank you very much. Yep. Alright. Send it. No, I was not doing a static takeoff. I just genuinely forgot my parking brakes on. Ooh, it's windy. We're up anyway. I probably tail struck that, but we're going to ignore that. And we're now off from Porta Delgada on our way to Corvo. And, oh, well, that's an A340. You know, that is probably a slightly more appropriate aircraft for what we're doing anyway. Okay, off to Corvo. And now we've got a pretty long flight ahead of us. Got around 2-3 hours of nothing but ocean before we reach Corvo. So I'll spare you from watching all of that, and of course you can enjoy this time lapse instead. But for the most part, everything is looking good. I mean, fuel isn't an issue at this point because this is a lot shorter of a hop, and the aircraft is suited for it. But while we're sitting here watching absolutely nothing happen, if you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing. It helps me out so much. After all, this is my very first video on off-route, and I've got plenty more stupid ideas planned for this channel. Also, be sure to like this video. Anyways, let's get back to the flight. And finally, we're here. Corvo. And honestly, after making it this far, I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. We've made it from Lisbon, all the way through the Azores, and now we're finally at the point where we can attempt a major crossing. So naturally, I went straight into Simbrief to get the route planned. And yeah, that's not good. No matter what I did, Simbrief gave me a fuel deficit. I tried changing the route as much as I could. Tried changing the altitude. I tried everything I could think of, and every single time, we didn't have enough fuel. So, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to make the crossing. Thanks for coming in today, everyone. Thanks for coming into my first off-right video, and have a good one. It's exactly what I would say if I was a... No, we're doing this. We came to cross the Atlantic. We didn't fly this far out to go off some statistics. No, buckle in, because we're doing this. Well, this is it, fellas. Final leg, and probably the most scariest one, as fuel calculations, as I've shown you before, and that little thing. It's very close. A bit more wind, and we could be down in the Atlantic by the end of this. That is a high chance I'm willing to take for the sacrifice of this video. Well, here we go. Do a quick turn around here. This is it. We're not going to see land for another 8 hours. Assuming I don't crash into the Atlantic Ocean. We'll send it. Use all the runway we can. North. That's pretty cool. Zero. The highest I can only fly is to flight level 120 because this cabin isn't pressurized. Like, as much as I'd like to go 180, I physically can't anyway. Okay, everyone, we just reached our cruising altitude at flight level 120. I'm gonna dial back the power now to around 40. Now, I know my cruise profile did say 45, but I want to be really safe with the fuel here because we are going to be cutting this really tight, assuming everything goes to plan. Like, maybe if this goes up to 28 knots, we could be screwed, but I trust it. Hope you trust me too. We're giving you a report throughout the flight on how things are going, but just us in the Atlantic. And we're settled into cruise. We've got a few hours of this ahead of us, so the main thing I'm watching right now is our fuel. Mainly because, at this point, I'm trying to squeeze every last kilometer out of these engines to basically avoid becoming, you know, just a cruise line at the bottom of the ocean. You know, just gliding along. Because that would be fun, wouldn't it? We're officially halfway, I think, on. You can see. Around halfway. Now, biggest issue is our fuel. We're almost out of the main fuel. I'm going to have to feed the auxiliary fuel in, and once that's fully fed in, it's open ocean till there. We still have another 3 hours and 34 minutes to go until the next waypoint. Maybe another hour after that. So we really are going to be cutting this close. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are currently 17 minutes and 30 seconds away from our destination. That sounds cool and all until you take a look at the fact that our fuel is getting low. In fact, we only have 38 kilograms or 47 liters of fuel left. It should be just enough, although that's not certain. We are for runway 16. Last time I checked was LIFR conditions. I'll check again. It's now on IFR, so I can't really hand fly this in. So we'll have to go for the ILS. I hope you have enough fuel. Okay, we're at that time. I'm gonna go down to 3,000 feet. And to even make the trip go... Ooh, not up. Minus 2,000 feet per minute. And we're gonna dial that throttle right back. Save us some fuel. We can see land. That is land. We're doing it. Oh, that's the airport. That's the airport. Well, I could visual that, to be honest. I might. Okay, we actually did it. Well, maybe. I don't know. Fuel is getting low, to say the least. Okay, so I did just check METAR, and the optimum runway now is actually 10. So I think we can visually fly this, considering if you look to our left, the cloud cover isn't terrible. So what I'm gonna do, this is it. We're hand flying it now in. No need for that autopilot. We've got manual pilot. No, that's not even on. No, you've autopilot, we got manual pilot, am I right? Last thing I want to do is not put this after like an 8-hour flight. That felt like a chef kiss. Beautiful. We're down. We're down. We've done it, lads. We crossed the Atlantic in the DA-62. I didn't think it was possible for doing this video. Then I began planning the route, of course. Maybe it is. And then, of course, we had the huge reveal with Corvo that it maybe is. Let's just get to the stand. I'm through with this. Someone from St. John's is actually walking with him. Sorry if they were so hard to... Yes. You know what? I think we deserve to be near the military building. The amazing stunt we just pulled. Gonna throw her in here. I think this is a nice stop. I know we probably shouldn't be going in here too fast. We just crossed the Atlantic like G8. I think we deserve it. Just like that. Take her to a stop. Off the taxi and position light. Turn off. Alright. Thank you, everyone, coming in today to watch the best, maybe even history. Probably not. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thank you all for tuning into my first episode, or video on this channel. Hope to see you all again for some more. And just remember, there's no such thing as a wrong route, only an off one. See you later, lads.